Have you signed up to Fiverr and are trying to get your first sales? Let's take a look at what you can do to optimize your gigs and profile to get those first. My name is Martin and this channel is all about personal finance and how to make money. So if you are interested, please consider subscribing and let's get started. If you're watching this video, you probably already know what Fiverr is, but for those who doesn't, Fiverr is an online marketplace where freelancers can offer their services, which means you and me can earn some money here. Some people say that there is no idea to sign up to Fiverr since you can't make any real money. But I don't think that's 100% true. I have been on Fiverr since around 2017.
And you know, that's all right, that's okay, because sometimes in life you're gonna start slow. That's okay.
But haven't really tried anything. I had a few basic gigs, but never got any sales. That was until earlier this year when I decided to remake my gigs and see if I actually could get my first sale. And about 1 to 2 months after I redid them, I actually got my first.
Wow!
A whopping $10, and after Fiverr take their 20% cut, I got $8 in net profit. Business was booming. Jokes aside though, I was really happy that I got my first sale and I started to think that maybe it's actually possible to make some money on Fiverr. So I did some research and I found a few people that showed their success, and that for me was proof enough that if you put in the time and work, you can actually get successful on the platform. So I have created a list of things that I did and I didn't do but should have done to get my first initial sale here on the platform. So let's get started. My first tip is for you to be as cheap as possible on the platform. I know it sucks, no one wants to offer their services for $5 and then get a $4 net profit. But since you don't have any reputation on the platform, you need to go as cheap as possible so that you can start ranking. But it's important to not keep those low prices for too long, because a cheap price is going to give the signal to the buyer that you are not for real. So you want to start with a low price and then slowly increasing the price over time. So I have heard of people working and doing gigs for prices below their value for about a year before they could reach the prices they wanted to be at. So keep on working and you might get there soon. The second thing you need to do is write a great description. So just go around on the platform, watch how the top sellers are writing theirs and try to copy the best things and make it your own. Since you don't have a reputation yet, you need to convince the buyer that you are the right person for them to work with. So you need to do it in as many ways as possible, and writing a great description is one of them. And this leads me into the third tip that I have, and that is your photos of the gig. You really need to spend some real time on the photos, since, think about it, if someone searches for a gig on Fiverr, they will probably get hundreds if not thousands of results. So if you have great photos for the gig, you are more likely to stand out from the rest that you are competing with. So spend some serious time on the photos and make them stand out. And then you should also have a video for each gig that you are offering. Yep, a video. But it does not have to be anything fancy, unless you are offering a service of video editing, then you should probably show off your skills. But if you're not, let's say you are offering a gig of writing articles, then you could just set up a camera like this or your phone and record a video where you talk to them, tell them who you are, what you are offering and how you would love to connect. It doesn't have to be fancier than that. By doing this, you are giving the buyer a face to the gig and they are more likely to purchase from you. The last tip I have for you is to niche down as much as possible. Let's say you are really good at photo editing and that is the service you are going to offer. So instead of just creating a gig and naming it something generic like photo editing or photo retouch, try niching down into a specific topic. By doing this, you are more likely to appear on someone's search result. So, for example, my first sale was from a gig that was a photo editing gig that I had named something like photo editing for Tinder pictures or something like that. So I niched down to editing just Tinder photos, and that's how I got my first sale. Look around on the platform and see where there isn't as much competition and try to fill that gap with your own gigs. It's easier said than done, but you get what I mean. So if you follow these steps that I have given you, I can almost guarantee you that you will get your first sale. But remember, it might take a really long time. For me, I was on the platform for 3 years before I got my first sale, but hopefully for you it will be much quicker than that. So follow these steps and hopefully you won't have to wait as long as I did. But now let's help each other out. So if you have any ideas on how to grow on Fiverr, please write those down below in the comment section. And also, if you have any questions or problems with the platform, write those as well and I will get back to you, and hopefully someone else will too. But remember to keep it nice so that we can have a nice conversation. Oh, and if you want to, you can send me a link to your gig on my Instagram DMs and I will check them out and give you a few tips on what you can improve. But before we end, I have one last tip for you, and that is, if you are struggling to get your first sale on Fiverr, there are these Facebook pages you can sign up to where they help each other out by giving out reviews and so on to rank higher. I haven't tried any of them myself, so I can't tell from experience if they work or not, but let's say I don't think Fiverr promotes them. But I do think they can be really effective. But thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like, it would really help me out. And now, let's keep on making money and having fun. And making more money, because that's fun. Look, I got a new chair. It's nice, huh? It's from IKEA.